Alright guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to go over the hardmoneycalculator.com. Now we created this tool, this website, this app, whatever, to help newer investors and even seasoned investors kind of make sure that they understand every dollar going into a deal. Oftentimes when a deal is submitted, it'll be submitted in such a way that the profit is not obvious on its face. And maybe there's some underlying stuff, a seller credit, things of that nature that the investor's getting, but we want to make sure that we're funding loans that are profitable for the investor as well as us. If you're stuck in a deal that you can't get out of, say because you have to refinance, and then you would have to bring money to that closing as well, with the intention to sell, it's going to probably turn up to be a non-profitable transaction, which is not the reason you're in this business. That being said, we're just going to go over the functionality, how you can use it, how you can benefit from it, and look at the data that it gives you. So I'm going to take a example scenario. Again, this is thehardmoneycalculator.com. I'm going to take an example. These are numbers I generally see something in this range when we get a scenario submitted to us. So simply the purchase price, rehab budget, and after repair value. Okay, and then we're going to go down to the loan details, because if you're getting the deal financed, you're going to have cost associated with the loan. Okay, so we'll use an example loan amount. It doesn't really matter here. I mean, I could adjust this slightly to maybe something more of what we would finance. Let's see here. Yeah, we'd probably be, depending on your experience and all that stuff, we'd probably be, let's just do 90 loan to cost. That's our typical loan amount. So you insert the loan amount, the interest rate, typical rates, rates vary, but I'll just use 12% as an example, so that's 1% per month. It is an annual interest rate. Now estimated hold time, this is key, right, because this tells us how many interest payments you're going to make. Let's use a typical holding time frame on a flip like this of 6 months. Okay, now what I've noticed is that some investors do not calculate third-party costs when they're calculating their profit. Okay, so I'm just going to click estimated tax rate. I'm going to click Illinois because that's where we're at, and include insurance and a typical insurance policy. Again, these are just numbers to kind of get you thinking about the third-party costs associated with a transaction. Realtor commissions, we'll do 5. Title fees, we'll say $3,000. If you're in Cook County, where we're at, you'll know that title fees are a little more, but you get the idea here. So origination points, sure, $1,500, 2 points. So when we first opened this page and didn't click any of this stuff, we saw a number on here of around $60,000. Now you understand that the estimated profit dropped by almost 10 grand. And that was just including third-party costs, which exist on every transaction. Third-party costs do, especially if you're selling the property. There's going to be realtor commissions. If you're a licensed realtor, you save money on that, or if you go to discount brokerage, whatever the case is. So this is the reality of looking at the profit and looking at the costs. Okay, so when you're doing this whole video, the whole purpose of this video is just to kind of get you thinking about the entire transaction and not just these 3 numbers. I get probably 20 cold texts a week when someone just submits a deal like this and they give me nothing else, and then they say, hey, do you want to finance this? So there's a lot more that goes into it. Again, this tool is targeted at newer investors. However, I think even the seasoned investors who don't look at this stuff can benefit from it. That being said, I'll put the link to the website in the description below so you can take a look. Use this tool all you want, and then if you want this emailed to you, there's an option to send it over to you, just basically taking all this information off the page here. So any more questions, give us a call. See ya.